Dealing with American police officers can be a scary, daunting, and stressful task. One does not have to go far to find videos of police officers violating citizens' rights, stepping outside the letter of the law, and even killing law-abiding citizens. Is this their fault? Well, thanks for tuning in to another video. Today, what we will be discussing is First Amendment audits and proper training for police officers. So 3 topics I will be talking about is violation of rights, lack of training, and solutions to these issues. So first, as I stated, police officers do get caught violating citizens' rights in America on a day-to-day basis. This is a systematic issue. I feel as though it's my subjective opinion that police officers have a lack of training when it comes to encountering behaviors that are outside of the social norm. There's channels on YouTube such as High Desert Community Watch where individuals go around and they conduct First Amendment audits. And so they will go to public places such as police departments, courthouses, federal buildings, military installations, and while they are on public access, on a public sidewalk, or in an area where they have access to the public, they will film or stand and make sure that they still are within the constitutional law and constitutional right to film the police in public and film anything they can see from the public view. So frequently, police officers do get called, which they know, but when police arrive, will police uphold the Constitution or will they simply break the law? And this is the big issue. So frequently, police officers will come to the scene, they figure out what's going on or try to, and then they simply tell these individuals, you're not allowed to record here, you're not allowed to be here, you're not allowed to record me. And this is all a violation of the U.S. Constitution. The first, your constitutional rights, your first constitution is your freedom to record in a public place. Your fourth constitutional right is the freedom against illegal searches. Police officers are not allowed to search you unless they have a articulable suspicion that you have some sort of weapon or something on you or that you've committed a crime. And the 5th is to remain silent, which these auditors frequently do if they are being illegally detained. So do police officers go to work every day with the intention of violating your rights? Well, some maybe. However, it's my subjective opinion that many police officers go to work with the intent of actually helping the public and protecting your rights and keeping you safe. I believe it's not their fault that they have a lack of training. American police officers get 6 months of training, they are tasked with an unbelievable duty to protect your rights, protect the Constitution, as well as these officers are put in life-threatening situations potentially on a day-to-day basis. This takes incredible training to do this job. I believe that in the U.S., we need to increase training for police officers. Police officers get 6 months of training, and in countries such as Germany, police officers get 3 years of training. I believe there's a happy medium between this. So what's the solution to this? More training, plain and simple. When you have a police officer that goes into a low-class neighborhood or deals with, we'll take Johnny, for example. And Johnny is a kid from the hood. This kid from the hood doesn't know his rights. He's trying to obey the law. However, you have a police officer who also doesn't know the law very well, and he's trying to do his job. Both encounter each other. Both are ignorant. Who's going to win? The kid from the hood are the man with the badge and the gun, enforcing what he believes is the laws, which is typically just social norms. Of course, the police officer with the badge and the gun. And what Johnny has to do now, once he's arrested, is go to court. He needs to get himself an attorney. And typically, if you're in this lower class neighborhood, you don't have the money for a private attorney. So one would obtain a public attorney. And these attorneys have high caseloads. They're very stressed. And they simply can't put their best foot forward on your behalf. So this is a systematic issue. Johnny will typically be found guilty of a crime that he never even committed. I believe citizens in America have an incredible duty to educate themselves on the law. However, police officers also need to be informed. They're the ones who took this oath to uphold the Constitution and to maintain public order, not because of their perception, but because of the Constitution. I want to read you a quote from Justice Jacques Weiner of the U.S. Court of Appeals, who wrote in a 2017 federal appeals decision, or decision in favor of one of these public auditors detained for filming police in public. End quote. Filming the police contributes to the public's ability to hold the police accountable, ensure that police officers are not abusing their power, and make informed decisions about police policy. So as we see, the higher-ups in the United States agree that we need to uphold the Constitution. Now, we just have to educate the police officers on this to ensure that kids in the hood are not being shot, kids in regular neighborhoods have their freedoms, and their freedoms are not infringed upon, and additionally, that they're enforcing laws and not social norms. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment below, and tell me, how do you feel on this issue? What do you think is the proper solution?